Alright, welcome back everybody to Empyrion Galactic Survival multiplayer server. This is Mahula's multiplayer server. And unfortunately I was a little too late to join the rest of the Mahula gang with the intro to it. I was sleeping because I got off work and was tired. But I am here to bring you guys into the Mahula server and show you around what we've got so far, which is basically nothing. Because the Mahula brothers and everybody who had joined and everyone who was doing it, they got on the server. We all started on Ningus and in hard difficulty with like everything hard. And, well, let's just say they got patrol vesseled. Again and again. So, they made a trip to the, trade station here, which, you can see, in all of its alienified glory. It's a really cool place. And they set up camp down here in the cargo bay down there. And let me just take you and show you where they've got the stuff. The cargo bay area down here, you can't really store anything in anything except for the advanced constructor that they've got here. Or large constructors, not even advanced. But they made a couple of hover vessels for us to use. Let me put my helmet on so I don't suffocate. They made a couple of hover vessels for us to use, and they decided that they wanted to set up a base near the trade station so that they could come back here and utilize it whenever they needed to. So they've left it up to me to make the base. Now, I have considered making this base underground right over there along the mountainside. Because underground bases are the safest from patrol vessels and attacks by alien drones and that sort of thing. So I'm thinking I'm going to start by drilling a hole in there. I've made up some blocks. Let me get away from this trade station, which for some reason is causing a bunch of FPS problems, probably just from all the lights. So we're going to head out over here where I'm planning on building. I'm considering building like the entrance like right over here in this area. And I might have to take out that scorpion. Let me get out here. The scorpion's far enough away, I think. So I'm going to sort of start drilling in this area. And hopefully I'll get some more levels because I'm only level 2 right now. I don't have enough levels to get everything I need. I need a tier 2 drill to flatten out the area. I've got a multi-tool because Xanfin gave me his, but I want some portable work lights so that I can work at night and not have to worry about, the dark while I'm digging through the ground and all that stuff. So, but I'm just going to start by digging a hole for the entrance right over here somewhere. And hopefully by the end of the night, I'll have enough levels to flatten out the area and make it actually more of a home area. But it's just going to be right here next to the trade station. We should be far enough out of the range that we can actually build here. And while digging in here, I'll be getting dirt to make more cement. Yeah, we're good. To make more cement blocks and the like, because I like using cement when I'm digging underground because it's, well, basically free because you get the dirt as you dig through. So anyway, I'm gonna start digging through and doing some things, and I'll be back with you guys once I've got some stuff done or it becomes day or whatever. So I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back, and I only did a little bit more digging into here, but I waited for night to get gone. I killed a few creatures in the area, which is why my bullet count is really low now. But I upgraded with the levels that I got. I upgraded the one of the 2 hover vessels that we have, and I added a refrigerator, some extra cargo. I removed the cargo box from up here and put the turret, and then I put a constructor back here so I can make up the materials I need as I go. So I'm going to go ahead and start by putting down a core. Now, this core isn't going to be the final location of the core, but it's just going to be where the base is going to start. So I think starting it right here facing that direction will be perfect. And now I should be able to make walkways into here. And I will use this as a waypoint to keep me going straight that direction. Eventually the core will be moved, but right now it's fine where it is. Hopefully I don't get attacked by a whole lot of drones because I don't have a whole lot of ammo to deal with it. But once I get the base completely built, it'll be okay because we'll have turrets and the like to defend. So let me go ahead and build the entryway to this base, and I think I want to build it out here like so, like this and that. And then actually let me do this with the drone because the drone can do it a lot easier than I can. First, let me activate symmetry. So what I want this over here. Like that. And then I will do this here. This is going to go like so. And like so. And then build, let me do this to make it center like so. And then we're going to bring this into here. We're going to bring this into here. And we're going to do the same over here and there. So, hold on, no, that is... What is that? That is this upside down right here. And then this one is you. No, hold on. This is you out here. 1, 2, 3. And then you are here. So now we've got our entrance to our underground bunker. And I may or may not drill out all of this area. But actually, let me go ahead and drill out some of it. Get rid of this. Because I'm going to want this to... Actually... If I leave it, if I make the tunnel exactly this wide and all, we should be able to get our hover vessels in, which is something that I was thinking about. Is this going to be wide enough for the hover vessels to enter? Not quite. Maybe. We'll have to lower it a bit, but yeah, we can enter with the hover vessels just fine. Okay. Once I get rid of that thing and flatten it out some more, and yeah, it'll be okay. So now that I've gotten that started, and right now I don't actually have any ammo for the turret, but I will eventually. Now let's do this. And build this out a bit. Pick this up because we're not going to need it. Let us angle this like so, and then like so, and then a couple more. We want this under here, and then this right along here. Okay. Now, it's not going to be, you know, it's kind of steep right here, but that'll be fine. Okay, so now we've got the entrance started. Let's go ahead and dig out all of this, because I've decided I do want to make this wide. So let's go ahead and put this. Let's equip this and go ahead and build this out like that, so that on both sides it does it as well. And then hopefully once I get this dug in far enough, yeah, it should just look like it's built right into the side of the mountain. And Captain Adonis wanted me to build a box. I ain't building no box. Okay. Now that should be deep enough in that I can bring my hover vessel and sit it right up here. Like, I keep turning it off because I keep forgetting that I have... They really ought to key a movement, like, let you key certain custom trigger things, those things to the to hotkeys. Okay, so I can just drop you right here. Wait, no, don't turn off. Turn off movement. There we go. Now I've got this, and let's see. I think I turned the lights off. Even if I didn't, that's okay. Let me just drill off this to make this a little easier to... Come on. Out of the way. There you go. So that you can just, you know, start here and then come right on up into here. Okay. What I really ought to do right about now is go see if I can get some magnesium to make up some more bullets for... to make up bullets for the turret, so I'll have turret support if hostile creatures come. I think that's, or not hostile creatures, but the alien drones come. I think that's what I'm going to go do right now. There is some magnesium not too far away. Let's see. There's magnesium over here. I think that's either up there or... Oh, up there is where they started drilling. So I'm going to head north and see if I can get that magnesium deposit and get some magnesium from there, and start crafting up some bullets for this turret that I've got. Let's see. That is... It's quite a ways away. Hopefully I don't run into any drones on the way. Drones are really the only thing that I'm worried about, because any, you know, land creatures I can just, you know, drive right on by. The drones, I hope there's not a drone around the magnesium deposit, especially not a large drone. Maybe if it was a regular drone, I might be able to deal with it. But, whoa. Okay. And yes, it's occupied because it's got me in it. Where is this magnesium deposit? It's right over there. Okay. So it doesn't look like there's a drone around it. Let's see how they started drilling. They probably just started drilling straight down, didn't they? That's fine. That's probably what I would have done too. I do see, that's either a large drone or the patrol vessel. I hope that's not the patrol vessel. If it is, I'm going to be SOL. If it comes near me, that is. It doesn't look like it's coming near. Oh, that's the patrol vessel landing pad right there. So that, I think that looks like it's just a large drone. But yeah, these guys decided to start in not the best location. I mean, I guess they didn't decide to start there, but. Alright, let's get some magnesium out. I need, you know, probably a good 200 magnesium. I doubt there's 200 left in here. I'm going to get what I can, and if I can get up to 200, that'll be great, but I doubt I can because the deposit... Now, it seems like I was wrong that they started with, like, lots of deposits, but they're, like, on medium or low... like lots of deposits with low stuff in them, which means that by the end of probably the next episode, I will have already mined out a lot of things. I'm going to try to leave at least one of each of the larger deposits of each type, so that we can put auto miners on them. That way we don't have to worry about going and trying to find the asteroids and the like. But because that's something that they mentioned in the last season that they didn't like, was that not that we really had much of a season, but on the last server that we mined out most of the iron, and then we had to go looking for iron asteroids, and Captain Adonis can't see iron asteroids. In any case, I'm going to leave a asteroid or a deposit of each type for them at the very least. And it's probable that even with one deposit left, that the meteorites will start falling. How much do I have? 67? Okay, cool. That the meteorites will start falling anyway because it's a percentage thing. You know, you can still have a deposit left and have the meteorites start falling. Depending on the I don't know if it's actually, I don't know if it's a percentage thing or if it's a amount thing, but I think it's a percentage thing for the meteorites. I might be good with just 100. Actually, I might end up getting 200 out of this. Getting really cold though, and I don't need to be freezing, and I'm running out of O2. I always carry this O2 with me, and now you can just spam it and it'll give you the O2 you need, unlike before where it had to wait for the oxygen sound to actually give you the O2 that you need. So you could spam it and you would waste some of the O2 things. Why are you over here? You don't need to... That's weird. Oh, I know. Whenever you start reloading a weapon, whether it's a weapon or a tool, and then access your drone mid-reload, it actually throws the ammo onto your hotbar rather than actually loading it. Which is, I don't know, I don't want to try that with this the way it is here, but like, well, I've got all those fully reloaded already, but, oh, I should be able to get 200, no problem. But, yeah, anyway, I'm going to continue getting the magnesium from here. And I'm going to meet you guys back at the base once I've gotten some ammo built up for my turrets. I hope the patrol vessel doesn't patrol past the trade station, because if it does, you know, it's just going to screw us all over. But anyway, I'll be back in a bit once I've gotten some ammo and stuff built up, and yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Alright, I'm back, and I've got bullets put in here. So if drones should come towards our base, this turret should be able to deal with them. I'm going to be using the lights from the hover vessel as light, so I don't have to use my own light. And I'm just going to keep on drilling this way, like basically just straight into here for a while. And I'm going to be picking up the rubble, making more cement things. And I think I want to go in, let's see, I want to go in until I'm like maybe over here, because this whole mountain is going to be, you know, just, it's huge if I made the whole thing a base. But I'm going to just dig into here and keep on building. And yeah, I might throw together a little building montage thing for you. So you guys will, you know, not have to sit here and listen to me ramble while I build this awesome base. But you'll get to see the building process as it proceeds. So hope you guys enjoy this little speedy up montage thing, and yeah, I'll be back in a minute. So I just ran out of biofuel. I'm thinking this is as long as I want the tunnel to be anyway. I might want it to go a little longer, but I mean, that's a decent ways into the mountain. Far enough in that I can go up or down or whichever way I want. So I'm actually going to go see if I can find some night raptors to take out. Not night raptors, well, snow raptors. And I'm going to try to take out some snow raptors to get more biofuel, because I don't think we have any extra biofuel in here. I pretty much brought everything that we have as a group into here, just so that we don't risk it getting lost in the whatchamacallit, in the trade station. I don't think that it would get lost or we would lose anything, but you never know. So, okay. I need to find some night raptors, and in order to actually fight them, I'm going to need more ammo. I've got plenty of magnesium, so let me get some iron. Which that's interesting that the, oh, not turn off, movement off. Okay. It's interesting that the base is directly in line with this iron deposit. But, oh, that's right. I can't drill because I don't have biofuel. Well, crap. I think I've got an extra drill somewhere. Extra drill. There we go. And this drill has no fuel either. Okay, so it looks like I am just going to go raptor hunting and see if I can find enough biofuel to make up some, or enough whatchamacallit, to make up some fuel for my drill. And then I can get more ammo to get more stuff. We've got a little bit of seaweed, but I think we need quite a bit more. I don't think the raptors live in the forests. I think they live more in the mountainy areas. So I'm going to go take my hover vessel out, see if I can find any snow raptors. What are they called? Oviraptors. And And once I do, I'll kill them, get seaweed, and be back with you guys. Alright, so I'm back, and I went out and I made enough ammunition for this. I don't have a whole lot for my own personal weapons because I ran out of magnesium again, which I could go and get more, but all I have is one drill charge, which I'm going to go ahead and do this, but I got to level 7 while going out by killing some golems and other things, so I can get the tier 2 drill, which means I should be able to make up, if I can make it. I can't make the tier 2 drill here. I'm going to have to go back and use the large constructor to make the tier 2 drill. Let's head back over there real quick. And this way. And I'm going to have to use the large constructor in here because you can't make a tier 2 drill with a small constructor. Alright, and right here is perfectly fine. Okay, so go ahead and take my helmet off. I'll grab some more oxygen while I'm here. To make the tier 2 drill, I need metal components, electronics, cables, and advanced CPU. We should have all of that in here. Metal components, electronics, advanced CPU, and what was the other thing? And cables. Cables. Which is simply copper if we don't have any, but we should have cables, lots of them, right here. Alright, so throw this in here, make me up a tier 2 drill. And I can make up the charges in my small constructor. In fact, let me go ahead and make some more of these so that that kind of actually reset that one. That's disappointing. So that the other people will have drills as well. Let's do this. And do I have the stuff in here to make up the fuel packs? Yeah, let's make up 10, and I might not have enough to make up 10, but that'll at least give me enough stuff to make to go out and I've actually got some on me. Yes, I do have some on me. Wow. Okay, so I can make up what I can make up with these here, and that'll give me enough stuff to go out and mine some more things to get more charges when I need them. Because the charges for the tier 2 drill only require promethium and iron. That's it. So I'm going to actually have to go get more promethium soon, which promethium, we've got a deposit right here, which only has 67 ores in it. But as you may have seen in my single player, if you watched that, Ningoos has promethium crystals on the ground, so that will allow us to grab a bit more without actually mining the ores. And I think the promethium crystals, wait, why am I putting those in here? I think the promethium crystals respawn, but I'm not positive. Not here. Let's put it in this other one over here, like so. And let's go ahead and head out. I'm going to have to put an oxygen tank on this thing soon because it doesn't have one. That way we can go from one place with oxygen to another without having to put our helmets on like through the space. I'm thinking, I know I'm going to have to put a, some sort of door or something on here. Let's back up a bit to get the turret exposed just in case aliens come. Movement off. I'm thinking I'm going to end up putting a door not out here, but I'm going to put a a hangar door on the interior through here once we get where we need. Now, while I sort of made a little mistake while building this thing and put up a bunch of angled things here when I wanted them to be flat, but that's okay. Now, I'm wondering, now I want terrain removal. Now, it's not going to drop any more, yeah, I can still mine with this. Cool. It's not going to drop any more pieces with the terrain removal. Let's go ahead and eat some. Okay. Using the terrain removal, it's not going to drop any more crushed stone, but that's okay because I should have plenty, and if not, I can just start mining with the standard drill. But now that I've got this will help me dig out a lot faster what I was digging out before. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to dig out a little bit further down this line, and then once I get as far dug as I want, I will start expanding the base outwards a bit, making a large docking room to dock, which reminds me, do I have, I mean, I've definitely got enough levels. There we go. Hangar doors, I'm going to need those. I'm going to want, I've got regular automatic doors, which should be good enough. I'm going to want to put armor locker, definitely going to want a ventilator put in here. I'm going to need refrigerators. Going to need a couple cannon turrets on the exterior. Elevators are going to be a must. Don't need a grav generator. Going to go ahead and put an O2 station just because. Those, I'm definitely going to need a grow light, but I'm not going to need those very much. Let me go ahead and get shutter doors and ramps just because. The next thing I really want is the repair bay. Let me unlock the repair station. What in here am I going to need? I've got this. We've got one of those that we can put down, so I don't really need that just yet. Oh, what I need is that. And I believe that's all that I need. I can't unlock this because I don't have enough points now, which is fine. I don't use that often anyway. So anyway, I'm going to keep on digging and drilling, and when I get to a point where I'm going to start building more than just this tunnel, I'll be back with you guys. All right, I am back, and I've dug quite a ways into here, and then I decided to go ahead and I went ahead and put a floor and ceiling down for where I want. This area is going to end up being the garage. It's going to go a little bit further out that way and both ways. I'm thinking I'm going to make it like 5 wide from here, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, making it a total of, 12 wide total. But I'm going to go ahead and put down the door here. Now, this is the smallest door that there is, and it's, a lot bigger than you would think you would need for this. But I'm going to use it. I'm thinking I want to put it like inside a little further. Like take off these walls. And put it right here. And if I do that, I'm going to want to drill this out a bit more. Which I was planning on, making it where you can't see the dirt anyway. So taking out most of this should be good. But let me put up here like that. Put that there. And let's go ahead and put this down right there. So now we've got this garage door. I'm thinking for this part, I'm thinking what I want to do is dig all this out and have it gradually meet up with that. So something like this. I'm going to want to put, let me do this, terrain removal. That'll make it go quicker. I'm going to want to put this here and up to here, and that should have mirrored on the other side as well. So I should just be able to do this, and yeah, there's the wall. Okay. Now, those up there, let's get rid of that, and then do this, and let's go ahead and put that there. So up here, what I want is I want this to go from something like that, so that it angles out to here. But I want server warning, in 15 minutes all playfield servers will be stopped. That's fine, I should be done in 15 minutes anyway. Do I want it like, that should be fine. And then if I do this, let's see, I don't want that, I want, where are you? This. And so this will connect there. Then here, I can put this there, and that will connect there. And then here I can put that and that. And now we've got it so that you can see that it connects, you know, that it's, I think that just, it looks a little bit better. That's kind of what I was trying to say. Now, I'm also thinking that what I want to do is I want to put a sensor up here, motion sensor, and let's devices, interactive setup. Now, let's make it as small as we can. Okay, and I want it the 3 like that. So I want it to go 1, 2 out that way, and like that. This way I can have it so that the door actually opens when someone's walking, as well as with the thing. Now let me do it 2 this way from the door, but I'm going to do it 3 this way from the door, so the door opens sooner as you're coming this way. Actually, let me go ahead and and do it 5, so that it should be opening as you're getting closer, like that. And then here it will close. Actually, let me make this be 1, so that you have to get a little closer for it to stop, and then you can leave. I think that will be perfect. Now, let's go ahead and just start. Let me go ahead and group things, but I am going to, from this point on, every time I add something, add it to a group. So this is going to be garage door. And the hangar door is also going to be garage door. And then in the signal logic, you are going to be GD, and you are going to open and close following GD. So now it'll open, and then when we get out from here, out the 5, it'll close. And then we can come in just like that. Perfect. Okay. And then that should also work while you're in a vehicle. Now, the next thing that I want to do, and this will be the last thing that I'm going to do for today, at least before the server resets. Once the server resets, I might do some more off camera. But what I want to do right now is I want to add turrets, which I went ahead and made up. And I want them facing this direction. And I want them out. No, I want them out like that. So that way we've got turrets on either side. Now what I want to do is I want to go ahead and put blocks underneath them, which I will eventually probably take up the turret and then color the blocks. Let's see, this we'll go from here to here, and then this will go from there to there, and then out here these blocks are going to be angled like that and like, well, there, like that. So, and that should, it didn't do it the same on this side, but that's okay. 10-minute warning, yes, I know. I don't know why it didn't put it there. That's weird. Let me do this. Give me this back. Now can you go there? No. Why will you not go here? Is there something there that I don't remember? Possibly. Yes. Okay. You weren't supposed to come out this far. Anyway. And then there we go. And now I can use this to sort of flatten the terrain here so that this area is easier to get up to. So it'll come right up to here. I'm gonna have to fill in this. Filler, filler, filler. Because I want the ramp, I want this to come right up to the ramp. And there we go, and then flatten this part out. And let me just fill this in real quick. Like so. And then let's do the flattening again one more time just to make sure it gets flattened out as it needs to be. Alright, so now you can come up this way and right up into there. I might actually extend these out further, like using the longer slope, but for now I'm going to leave it as it is. And so now that we've got the turrets put down, I definitely am going to want to get some ammo for them and get a generator and all that. So let's go ahead, now that I don't need you here, or I'm not going to in a minute, let's go ahead and take you into the base. I might have to extend that sensor a little bit. Okay. Yep, let's extend the sensor here. Devices. Right, that's for this. No, you. Devices, garage door. Let's extend you out even further so that it will open the door in time for you to get in, even if you're going at full speed with your hover vessel. So, okay, now let's go ahead. Let's deactivate that because that's not going to be needed anymore. Let's put all this back in here. I'm going to do this, and what I want to do now is temporarily I'm going to use the small generator and fuel tank just to get the place fueled up, and I'm going to do this and put this in here and that. Let's do this as well. So we're going to have the oxygen and all that stuff, but for now it's going to be a temporary solution. So let's go ahead and take all that off and that. Okay, so let's see. We're going to put you here with this there. This is going to go here, and the oxygen station is going to go there, or the oxygen tank is going to go there. I'm going to put the large constructor here. And like I said, this is going to be just a temporary solution, but and I don't think I have any more fuel. I might have a little bit. 5 minutes. No, I do not have any more fuel. Can I make up more fuel? No. So it looks like that's going to be the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go out and get fuel. I'll probably do that off camera and fuel up this base. But, crap. Okay, back out. Drones are on their way to attack my base. Well, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this right here for now. And movement off. Because I'm going to wait. And if the server kicks me off, it kicks me off. But, because right now, the only defenses we have, since we don't have actual ammo for these turrets, is my minigun and me. So let's see. Have we found the drone base to know which way they're coming from? I don't think so. Supply station, farm, comm center, supply station, outpost, supply station, small outpost, supply station. There's another thing here and there, which may be the drone base, and the other thing I don't know. There's also something here, which we haven't found yet. So I'm going to wait here, and if I get kicked off, hopefully that will be enough to take care of the incoming drones. Alright, so I recorded, or tried to record, the drone attack, and apparently my recording software said no, it didn't want to record it. Anyway, after that, there's not much left for me to do, but I've actually done quite a bit since then, but I'm not going to show you. Well, okay, I'm not going to show you now. I'm going to show you in the next episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, hit the like button. And if you want to see more Empyrion Galactic Survival, go right ahead and subscribe. I'm KnowItAllDM. And as always, y'all have a great